Zaiken, kono ato sugu. Hello, I am Zaiken. I am back with a written review of the complete style gigantic Garoken from GARO, and I am too enthusiastic about it. Released on Premium Bandai, this is the first weapon within the CSG line to not be a Kamen Rider entry. Taking a look at the box, just like other prior CSG boxes, it's mainly black but with GARO up front and center, while the sides and the back of the box are composed of Saejima Koga. Opening the box from the side, we have a long plastic trap with the cardboard cover, with the contents of the set alongside the instruction manual. Looking at the Garoken, this release was made from the basis of the prop, making the length of this up to 40 inches. In centimeters is 101, which in comparison to the Ultimate Seiken, yeah, compensating. Despite the length, the Garoken is actually pretty light, but that also means that you should not be swinging it around as if you're slaying horrors. The outer blade is painted silver, with the gradient extending to the middle of the blade, which is a separate piece of black plastic covered in intricate silver decals. While the bottom half of the Garoken is black plastic covered entirely in gold plating, along with silver and black accents with clear red plastic. However, in CSG fashion, there is die-cast metal within the handle. Speaking of the handle, with the long length you can hold it with one or two hands. Next are the 6 black pieces that when put together form 2 pedestals for the Garoken to stand on. There isn't really too much to go on them besides containing the copyright information, but they do the job. Now, to turn the Garoken on, you'll need to pull out the back panel of the handle, and once you do, you install the 2 AAA batteries that are located below the power switch. As they are lettered, A mode is default mode, while B mode is dialogue mode. Both modes have the same functions, so it's just more toggling Koga's voice on and off. But after doing so, you click the back panel back into position and go from there. Firstly, the silver button from the back when pressed is the BGM button comprising of 5 tracks. Theme of GARO. GARO, Savior in the Dark, 2021 version. GARO, Makai Senki with Jam Project. Waganawa GARO, and Summoning. Then, with the facing down button, that is the dialogue button, which allows you to cycle through 58 phases of Koga from the following GARO media. GARO, Beast of the Demon Knight. Red Requiem, Makai Senki, Lament of the Dark Dragon, Moonbow Traveler, with Makai Resident the only one being absent, which is kinda sad, honestly. Holding the dialogue button down will switch to Saejima Tiger mode, which will play these 2 phrases. Koga, 今日からお前がガロの称号を受け継ぐのだ。守りし者となれ。そして強くなれ。Even though all the voice clips are ripped straight out of the shows and movies, they managed to sound a lot better than whatever Ultra Revoke has been doing. And if you can't tell, here's a comparison. Now as for the button facing up, that's the attack button. However, when you first switch it on, you have 3 options of transformations. Pressing the button will summon the GARO armor with the background chants. Holding down the button will do the quick transformation, and pressing the BGM button and the trigger button simultaneously will set it into what's called keyboard battle mode, aka Master GARO. I will never get tired of that. When transformed, you can cycle through 4 battle cries Koga with each attack. In Cuba battle mode, you get the dialogue from line 17 to slowly play, and the attack button plays out the finishing attack.
俺は一人ではない。かつてガロの称号を得た全ての英霊と俺は共に戦ってきたのだ。
As an additional option of play, you can also press the attack and dialogue buttons to play the sound of the blade scraping across the armor. Now, in the transform state, you have access to Special Move Selection, which is done by holding down the BGM button up to 11 times to play these associated sounds with each hold. Rekka Enso Garo, Lost Soul Beast Garo, Goten, Garo Zanbaken, Dai Garo Zanbaken 1 and 2, Tsubasabito Garo, Orin Garo, Ryujin Garo, Light Arrow Flow State, Soryu Garo. After that, when you are done, press the attack and BGM buttons together to release the armor. So, the complete style gigantic Garoken is fun. For $300, right? It is fine. I have bought a robot that is $200, and it's kind of the same thing like that, where it's nice to have. It feels good with the die-cast metal. The handle itself, it's cool to the touch. The sound effects and everything makes you relive through the shows, especially if you've seen it all like I did, and actually appreciate it a little more. The Saitama Taiga one, despite being very small, with only 2 voice lines, it is great. Especially if you know what happened with the actor. It's a nice memento. The downsides, I have to say, is I just kind of wish it had lights. Because, the blade, they could have done, a thing, like what King Oji did with their stuff, where, the LED is under, the silver paint, that kind of thing. And, I kind of wish that the Garoken would glow green. Because that's all it did with the blazing armament stuff. And other than that, I also don't think it's worth $300. Maybe. Maybe $200, but that's all. Now, Ryder doesn't have exact opinions. More so, he just wanted to point out that he would have liked to have a sound effect button that replicates the movements and the clashings to be a little more immersive to the consumer, as if they were actually battling a horror. He also added that as much as it would have been cool if the Saitama Tiger mode had been extended, or there being a Ryder mode, it would have been an absolute package, but with what has been given to the GARO fans already, it does a good enough job to please them. And that was the CSG Garoken. I got mine off of Tokyo Collectibles, and I always love talking about it when they send me the wrong sword. But other than that, it is a good one. Hopefully you guys find it. If you guys are interested enough, I highly recommend watching the show. But that is it. You probably won't be seeing me for a long while. And other than that, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.